When most people think about biomarkers for heart disease, their minds immediately go to cholesterol numbers. So like LDL, HDL, total cholesterol, and even now lipoprotein A. And while those are important markers, they are only part of the picture. We tend to fixate on cholesterol because it's easily measured and widely talked about. But heart disease is about way more than just lipoproteins. It is also about the environment inside of your body, and specifically whether that environment is inflamed and under oxidative stress. Oxidative stress is one of the most overlooked drivers of heart disease. It is happening in all of us every day. And while some levels of oxidative stress is normal, when it becomes chronic or excessive, it can damage the blood vessels, accelerate plaque formation, and increase the risk of cardiovascular events. And it also just speeds up the aging process in general, not just in how you look, but in how your cells function, all of your cells. So it doesn't just affect your heart, it affects your whole body. Hi, I'm Valerie, a wellness nurse. I believe that no matter your age or current health status, that you have the power to take charge of your well-being and live a longer, healthier life. My goal is to share with you the knowledge and tools that will empower you to make that happen. In this video, I'm going to be talking about oxidative stress. So, what it is, how it's connected to heart disease, the key biomarkers that can measure it, and most importantly, what you can do to reduce its impact and lower your chronic disease risk. At its core, oxidative stress is an imbalance between free radicals and antioxidants in the body. But what are these things? Free radicals are unstable molecules that are naturally produced during normal metabolism. They do have a purpose, but when they build up in excess, they start attacking healthy cells, they damage DNA, and they accelerate the aging process, as well as the processes for many chronic diseases. Normally, our body has built-in defenses called antioxidants that neutralize these free radicals and keep them from causing too much harm. But if the number of free radicals overwhelms our oxidative system, oxidative stress occurs, leading to inflammation, tissue damage, and plaque buildup in the arteries. There are many ways that this imbalance can happen. It's a normal part of metabolism, but many aspects of our environment and our lifestyle can push oxidative stress levels higher. Over time, chronic oxidative stress is linked to conditions like heart disease, diabetes, neurodegenerative diseases, and premature aging. The good news is that while oxidative stress can contribute to disease, it is also something that we can influence through our daily habits. One of the biggest concerns with oxidative stress is its impact on the cardiovascular system. Excess free radicals damage the lining of blood vessels. They make LDL cholesterol more dangerous, and they increase inflammation. All of these contribute to atherosclerosis, which is the buildup of plaque in the arteries, and that is what leads to heart attacks and strokes. One key player in this process is oxidized LDL. You have probably heard of LDL cholesterol, often called the bad cholesterol. But what really makes LDL dangerous is oxidation. When LDL particles become oxidized, they trigger an immune response that leads to plaque buildup and stiffening of the arteries. High levels of oxidized LDL have been directly linked to an increased risk of heart disease. Another important biomarker for oxidative stress is 8-hydroxy-2-deoxyguanosine, which measures oxidative damage to DNA. Research shows that elevated levels of this are linked to heart failure severity and even a higher risk of cardiovascular events. Another important marker is malondialdehyde, or MDA, a byproduct of fat oxidation. MDA levels rise when the free radicals attack cell membranes. So high MDA in the blood indicates elevated oxidative damage. Researchers have found that higher MDA levels correlate with more severe coronary artery disease because of greater oxidative stress in the arteries. Now, on the other side of this, our bodies also produce natural antioxidant enzymes like SOD and GPX to help keep oxidative stress in check. When these levels are low, it's a sign that the body is struggling to keep up with free radical damage, leaving us more vulnerable to disease. So So all of these markers can help paint a clearer picture of how oxidative stress is silently working against your heart health and just how complex cardiovascular disease really is. And while they can be used to monitor the levels of oxidative stress in the body and its potential impact on heart health, not everyone needs to go out and get these measured. You can simply focus on science-backed measures that reduce the amount of oxidative stress in your body. And in doing so, you'll be giving your heart, your cells, and your overall health a much better shot at thriving long-term. The best way to manage oxidative stress isn't through a pill or a quick fix. It is through sustainable lifestyle changes. And the great thing is that many of these changes will not only lower oxidative stress, but will also improve your overall health in multiple ways. Diet is one of the most powerful tools that we have. Most people think that a heart-healthy diet is only about lowering cholesterol and maybe improving blood pressure, but it is about so much more. Antioxidant-rich foods help neutralize free radicals and protect our cells from damage. And plant-based foods are the best sources of antioxidants because they supply many antioxidant compounds like vitamin C and E, minerals like selenium and manganese, and countless polyphenols or nutrients in plants that have antioxidant and anti-inflammatory properties. For example, berries, citrus fruits, and leafy greens are packed with vitamin C and flavonoids, while nuts, seeds, and whole grains provide vitamin E and other antioxidant compounds. In addition, foods like tomatoes, carrots, and sweet potatoes are rich in carotenoids that contribute to our antioxidant defenses. These antioxidants mop up harmful free radicals before they can damage cells. Studies show that people who eat plenty of fruits and vegetables tend to have lower rates of heart disease, partly due to the protective effect of dietary antioxidants. The goal should be to fill your plate with a rainbow of plant foods every day. At the same time, it is important to limit foods that increase oxidative stress. Highly processed foods, particularly processed meats such as bacon, hot dogs, sausage, and deli meats, are strongly linked to increased oxidative stress and inflammation. These meats contain high levels of preservatives like nitrates and nitrites, which can form harmful compounds called nitrosamines in the body. These compounds contribute to oxidative damage and have been associated with a higher risk of cardiovascular disease and cancer. In addition, cooking red meat at high temperatures, such as grilling or frying, can produce advanced glycation end products and heterocyclic amines. Both of these cause oxidative stress and inflammation. Studies show that people who consume large amounts of processed and red meats tend to have higher levels of oxidative stress markers like MDA and lower levels of protective antioxidants. While occasional consumption of lean, unprocessed red meat may not be harmful, limiting intake and choosing healthier protein sources like fish, poultry, beans, or other plant-based proteins is beneficial for heart health. This is well proven by years of science. Other processed foods like refined sugars, trans fats, nut and seed oils, and excessive alcohol also all contribute to more free radical production and inflammation in the body. Making small swaps like choosing olive oil over other vegetable oils or swapping out processed snacks for whole foods can make a big difference. Regular exercise is another powerful lifestyle tool for reducing oxidative stress and strengthening the heart. While intense exercise does generate some free radicals, the body adapts by upregulating its antioxidant defenses over time. Consistent physical activity can increase the activity of several antioxidant enzymes in our blood vessels. This means the more that we exercise, within reason, the more efficient that our bodies become at quenching oxidative molecules. Exercise also improves circulation and prompts the production of nitric oxide, a molecule that relaxes arteries and counters oxidative damage. Multiple studies link moderate exercise to lower levels of oxidative stress markers. For example, people who stay active tend to have lower MDA levels and higher antioxidant enzymes activity, including less cumulative free radical damage. Exercise also helps by reducing other risk factors that exacerbate oxidative stress. It improves insulin sensitivity It helps control weight, and it can lower high blood pressure. The key is consistency. So aim for at least 150 minutes of moderate aerobic exercise per week, like brisk walking or cycling, or 75 minutes of vigorous activity, more like running. You also want to include some muscle strengthening exercises. Muscle strengthening exercises like resistance training or lifting weights are beneficial because they improve insulin sensitivity, they reduce inflammation, and they help support a healthy metabolism. All of those effects help lower oxidative stress in the body. When you build muscle, you're also increasing your body's capacity to handle glucose and burn fat more efficiently, which reduces the load on your cells and mitochondria. This means fewer free radicals get produced during everyday metabolic processes. So while cardio is very important for circulation and endurance, strength training adds another layer of support for your long-term health and aging processes. If you are not used to exercise, start slow and build up gradually. Over time, regular physical activity trains your body to better withstand oxidative stress, which in turn can protect your heart and blood vessels from damage. Now, on to stress and sleep. Chronic mental stress can translate into physical oxidative stress. When we're anxious or sleep deprived, our bodies produce excess stress hormones like cortisol and inflammatory chemicals that can generate more free radicals. This is another reason why managing stress and getting good sleep is so important if you want to reduce oxidative damage and the risks that come along with it. Mindfulness practices such as meditation, deep breathing, or yoga have been shown to lower stress levels and even improve oxidative stress markers. Taking just 10 to 15 minutes a day to even just practice some calm breathing or some guided meditations can help balance your nervous system. Over time, these practices reduce cortisol and boost antioxidant activity. Some studies have found improved levels of antioxidant enzymes in people who meditate regularly. Adequate quality sleep is another unsung hero in oxidative stress control. During deep sleep, our body undergoes repair processes. Levels of the antioxidant hormone melatonin rise at night, helping neutralize free radicals. Consistently missing sleep or having poor quality sleep can impair this natural repair cycle, leading to more oxidative stress and inflammation. Aim for 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep per night. Establishing a relaxing bedtime routine like dimming the lights, avoiding screens before bed, maybe sipping some herbal tea can improve sleep quality. Good sleep and stress reduction not only lower oxidative stress, but also directly benefit heart health by reducing blood pressure and heart rate and improving overall mood and resilience. Our environment also plays a big role in oxidative stress. Certain habits and exposures can flood the body with free radicals or weaken our antioxidant defenses. The number one offender is smoking. Cigarette smoke contains a plethora of reactive chemicals and free radicals that directly damage cells. Smoking is a major source of oxidative stress and is known to deplete antioxidants in the blood. Over time, this oxidative damage to blood vessels accelerates atherosclerosis, raising the risk of heart attacks. So if you still smoke, please talk to your doctor about getting some help with quitting. And for non-smokers, it is also important to stay away from secondhand smoke. Excessive alcohol consumption is another contributor. Alcohol generates toxic metabolites and free radicals that damage the liver, heart muscle, and other tissues. Chronic alcohol use can impair antioxidant enzymes and increase several types of oxidative stress. This is one reason why long-term heavy drinking can lead to alcoholic cardiomyopathy, which is a weakened, enlarged heart. More and more research is emerging that no amount of alcohol is truly safe. So if you do drink alcohol, save it for just occasionally. Environmental pollution is also linked to oxidative stress. Air pollutants like fine particulate matter from vehicle exhaust or industrial emissions can trigger the formation of free radicals in the lung and bloodstream. Research shows that exposure to air pollution causes oxidative stress in the cardiovascular system, contributing to inflammation, cell dysfunction, and higher risk of heart problems. While we can't completely avoid pollution, we can take steps to reduce exposure. For instance, exercising away from heavy traffic, using air filters indoors if air quality is poor in your area, and supporting clean air initiatives. Additionally, excessive unprotected sun exposure can generate free radicals in the skin. Some sun exposure is healthy for vitamin D, but you don't want too much. Also, the use of chemicals like household cleaners, fragrances, and even some makeup can also cause oxidative stress. And I also want to mention that many environmental toxins are stored in fat, and in this way ends up in the food that we eat. What happens is the animals that we eat can absorb these toxins from their food, water, or their environment. And these toxins then accumulate in their fatty tissues. This is one more reason why reducing the amount of meat that you eat can reduce oxidative stress. So minimizing exposures to toxins is another way to reduce the oxidative burden on your heart and body. Your antioxidant systems won't be as overwhelmed, and the nutrients that you consume can go toward normal maintenance instead of constantly putting out fires caused by these preventable toxins. Beyond diet and lifestyle, many people consider supplements to boost their antioxidant levels. While whole food should be the primary source of nutrients, certain supplements may be helpful, especially for those with specific needs or deficiencies. One well-known supplement is coenzyme Q10 or CoQ10, a powerful antioxidant that plays a crucial role in energy production in our heart cells. CoQ10 is naturally produced in the body, but levels can drop with age or with statin medication use. Supplementing CoQ10 has shown promise in improving heart function. For example, it may help patients with heart failure by improving the heart's energy output. CoQ10 also works as an antioxidant in the mitochondria, reducing oxidative damage to cells. Some studies report that CoQ10 supplementation can lower MDA levels and improve the overall antioxidant balance. It's often recommended as an adjunct therapy for those on statin drugs, which can lower CoQ10, or those with congestive heart failure, under a doctor's guidance. Another popular supplement is resveratrol, a polyphenol found in red grape skins and berries. Resveratrol has been touted for its anti-aging and heart protective potential. It functions as an antioxidant and anti-inflammatory agent. In lab studies, resveratrol has been shown to activate certain genes that promote longevity and cellular repair. For heart health, resveratrol might help by reducing inflammation and protecting blood vessels from damage. If you enjoy red grapes or blueberries, you'll get some resveratrol naturally. Supplements are available, but one should discuss with a healthcare provider before starting them, especially if taking other medications. Another supplement often mentioned is omega-3 fatty acids, like fish oil, which aren't really classical antioxidants, but reduce inflammation and oxidative stress in blood vessels. Omega-3s from fish or flaxseed oil can help lower triglycerides and have been shown to modestly improve antioxidant enzyme levels in some studies. Green tea polyphenols might also support heart health by improving cellular function. Vitamin C and vitamin E supplements have had mixed results in large trials. I know that there are some heart gurus out there pushing C and E, but in high doses, they have not really conclusively shown that they prevent heart disease. And excess supplementation can sometimes even act as a pro-oxidant. Therefore, most experts advise getting these vitamins from foods rather than high-dose pills, unless you have a known deficiency. Finally, some herbal antioxidants like ashwagandha and milk thistle are marketed for reducing oxidative stress. While these do have some antioxidant properties, their benefits for heart disease are not well proven in clinical studies. It is wise to approach supplements with a balanced view. They can supplement a healthy diet, but cannot replace it. If you decide to use antioxidant supplements, use them in moderation and always discuss first with your doctor, especially if you have underlying health conditions or take medications, since even natural supplements can have side effects or interactions. So to sum up supplements, a diet rich in natural antioxidants is the foundation. and certain supplements can give your heart a little extra edge in the fight against oxidative stress, but they work best hand in hand with a heart-healthy lifestyle. Oxidative stress is a silent factor in heart disease. Too many free radicals and too few defenses can damage our arteries over time, but it is something that we can influence through our daily habits. By making heart-healthy choices, you can slow down the oxidative damage that contributes to heart disease and protect your long-term health. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, please be sure to give it a like and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss future content on how to optimize your health and longevity. And if you want more individualized guidance on making sustainable lifestyle changes, check out the video description for ways to connect with me. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, please take good care of yourself.